All right, what's up, YouTube? We're back. Today, a little bit different than just all KvCORE. There's a lot of ways we can leverage and use KvCORE. And one of the ways that I use it is even for my retargeting. So if I was to sit here and tell you that you could pretty much virtually almost retarget all your contacts in KvCORE, you could retarget all your contacts who go to your website, and you could retarget all the people who engage on your Facebook business page. If I was to tell you that you could retarget any type of ad to those three people for $1 a day, wouldn't that be kind of like a no-brainer? If you could spend $30 a month retargeting all the people in KvCORE, any people who go to your website, and anyone who engages on your Facebook. Let me show you really fast in a Facebook ad account. Now, I'm not showing you how to create a Facebook ad account. I'll have a link at the bottom of the YouTube description on how to create a Facebook ad account and how to install a pixel. We are not doing that. It's very easy to do, so you'll be able to find that link in the description. But if you have an ad account and you have your Facebook pixel installed, this is the beginning of our ad account. We're in our campaigns. I run this for a lot of the people that I work one-on-one with. It's called a CRM and retargeting campaign. Now, really fast, I told you for $1 a day, I'm retargeting people in my KvCORE, people who have been to my website, people who are engaging with my Facebook. This is the campaign I'm doing all that with. When I click on it, we're in our ad set. Let me hit edit, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And these are my custom audiences. I'm going to show us how to make these today and how to even get a campaign like this running and how you can even leverage your posts right now as ads. The three things I just said: people who are in your KvCORE, people who are engaging on your Facebook, people who have been on your website in the last 6 months. All three of these audiences, and I'm going to go a little bit over to the right, I'm showing you the last 14 days at the top right. That's my time frame. And I told you $1 a day is what I spend on this campaign. Only $14 were spent. This agent was able to reach nearly 1,000 people, almost 3,000 times. You got to understand that. The difference between reach and impressions, people get this always confused. Impressions is the amount of times you're seen. The reach is the actual amount of people you reached. Can't I reach the same person 5, 6, 7 times in a given month? So when you have marketing companies or just people saying, I got 20,000 impressions, next time, why don't you ask them what those impressions were? How many people did you actually reach, and what was the audiences? I know that I could sit here and at least say in the last 14 days for this agent, though, she was seen 3,000 times. She was seen 3,000 times by the people who are in her KvCORE, the people who have been on her website in the last 6 months, the people who have engaged with her Facebook in the last year. Now, what are these people seeing? We're going to go over this too. Simple posts. Probably a lot of y'all even do these. Maybe Canva, maybe you have a subscription with some company that posts for you. All those engagement posts, or you try to get engagement, keeping current matters. I know some people use that. And I also know you probably have nobody being reached by it. I mean, it's just a given. It's very tough to gain organic traction without real content and without real effort. So what I like to do, what if I was to say, instead of you having to post every single day, and I'm not bashing it, if you can post every single day with content, do it. Do it. But if you can't, and you still want to be seen in an efficient manner, what if I was to say this post that you're seeing, this was an actual post on Carrie's Facebook page, and we posted this on August 30th of 2022. But guess what? This is a sponsored ad. Y'all see that right under the business page name? I've been running this as an ad since August 20 of 2022 because I like to call this a billboard ad. It could stay the same. Couldn't she run this honestly for the next 12 months and then maybe just switch up the picture next year? It's a billboard ad. Think of this entire campaign as a digital billboard and you know who's seeing it. Now, I don't want that 3,000 times. Remember, for $14, she was seen 3,000 times. I hope they didn't see just this 3,000 times. If I get out of here and go back, you got to have other ads running or posts. These are all posts. I'm going to show you all how we do these. I mean, you have just sold. You probably make a post. What if I told you you could turn it into a sponsored ad and it could be seen on Facebook, Instagram, the different places, the reels, the Facebook reels, the Instagram reels. It's just one of the different ways that she could be being seen. So you're not going to, if you're going to do this, you obviously do not want to retarget those 3 audiences and just have one thing going like this right here. I want to be seen in different ways, right? Maybe a real estate myth that's up there. I'll run that for a few months. Oh, I had it just sold here. I'll probably run that for a few months. Yeah, I got a nice Google review. So I turned my Google review into an awesome little Canva template I always use. These are all sponsored ads. And to let everyone know, that dollar, I'm being seen on Instagram too. I'm not paying any more money. That same budget, I could be seen just on another platform. Okay. Now, where are these audiences? If you're in your Facebook ad account at the top left, click on Tools. From here, you'll see Audiences. This is where you can create your custom audiences. I'm going to click on this button, click on Custom Audiences. Now, here's the 3 ones that we're going to be going over: website, customer list, and Facebook page. These 3 things for that $1 a day, you could be retargeting them. The website, let's just talk about this one first. To make it, again, you have to install your Facebook pixel to your website. And if you've done that, then you can create this audience. Let's hit next. All right, I got my green pixel lit up, so I know that my Facebook pixel is in the website. It's asking me, do I want to retarget for the next 30 days? Or not the next 30, but people who've been on my website in the last 30. You can do a maximum of 180. That's 6 months. So think about it. You can always be retargeting anyone who's been to your website, just in general. You can do specific pages if you want, but just in general on your website in the last 6 months. The events right here, up to you guys if you already kind of know retargeting and you're just here learning. But if you don't understand it that well, or maybe you're trying this out, you're doing it yourself, this is your easiest way to just retarget and brand yourself for anyone who's been to your website. Just do all website visitors. You don't need to worry about the specifics unless you're doing some targeted retargeting. All right, let's change this to 180. So I got my 6 months. And let's name it retargeting website. We'll put 180 days just so I know. And I'm going to put test because this is the test and create audience. Okay, I got my first one in there. Let's go back over here. Custom audience. Now on my Facebook, this one's pretty cool. Let's say you don't have any website traffic. Let's say you're hurting to bring people to your website. Brandon, I can't retarget. I don't even have people coming to my website. Well, hopefully maybe you're at least doing something on your Facebook business page. Heck, maybe you do a post on your Facebook business page and share it from your personal so more people see it, because guess what you can do? You can retarget specific Facebook pages. Let's go over this one. I'm going to pull up Carrie's. Now look at the events. There's quite a few different events, and let's read some of these. I'm not going to go over every one of them. I'm just going to show you the ones that I use, but people who like or just follow your page, I could just do that. Maybe anyone who just visits my page, regardless of the action they took. If they landed on your business page, you could just retarget them. Maybe people who engage, this is a pretty good one, includes people who have visited the page or taken an action on a post or ad, such as reaction, shares, comments, links, carousel swipes. I mean, hell, they click on the picture, that's an engagement. They tap like, that's an engagement. They swipe on a carousel, that's an engagement. Think, they don't even have to go to your website and you could retarget them. That's pretty damn cool. People who engage with any post or ad includes people who have taken an action on any post, ad, such as reaction, shares, comments, links, etc. You might think to use this one to retarget the most people on your page. You would think this one. Use this right here. Everyone who engaged with your page, because this is ads, this is posts, this is people who just go to your page in general. Like I just said, maybe you share something from your personal that was on your business page and people start liking it. Guess what? You could then start retargeting them. So I'm going to select that. Audience name. Let's call this my Facebook. I'll just say retargeting Facebook post ads. Call it that. Create audience. Okay, now my second audience has been made. The third one is our KvCORE. Now this is a pretty cool one. This is called customer lists. If you've never heard of a customer list, if I was to tell you, if you have people's names, phone numbers, emails, maybe just emails, maybe just phone numbers, did you know that there's a chance you could retarget them on Facebook and Instagram and a lot of other stuff, but we're just talking about Facebook and Instagram today. But you can retarget those people. Let's go to customer list. Next. Now what it's wanting is me to upload a CSV of people's names, numbers, and emails that I want to target ads to. Now think about it. You have KvCORE or you have a CRM. And if you've been to some of my stuff in the past, there's a reason why I'm so serious about getting your true sphere, friends, family, vendors, your past, just getting everyone in your database, getting them in there, getting their updated emails, having the right phone numbers. Because guess what? I could go to my smart CRM. I'm going to let the contacts load. And to export my entire database, it does not take long. I can go to more actions, export contacts. And if I click export, it's going to send me an email. Usually it takes around 30 seconds, maybe a couple minutes, but you'll get that email. When you get that email, let me pull this over real quick. It's going to look like this. You're going to have a CSV sheet of a KvCORE export. It's got their names, it's got their emails, it's got even the status of how they were in KvCORE. But guess what? You're just going to be bringing this over to our Facebook template, and then we're going to import it as an audience. So this tab that I have open, I'll have a link at the bottom of the YouTube description for this template. It's the Facebook import template. And to let everybody know, it's also right here when you're creating the audience. I can download the file template. Now going back over here, I need to get the right information over here to the Facebook import template. And then I'm going to bring it in as a custom audience. And remember, this is my third audience of my campaign. I got my website, I got people who engage on my Facebook, and now I want all my contacts in KvCORE virtually. All right, first and last name first. I'm going to copy that. FN and LN on the Facebook import template, it means first name, last name. So you'd be putting those there. Email. It has 3 emails. If you have multiple emails for certain people on your export, then put it down in the columns, like on the second column, third column, if you have extras. But usually you'll just have one email. Always use the first email column. Same goes with the phone number. Let's go back over here, and here's my cell phone. Paste it. There we go. Now, you can add more information. Facebook always says more the merrier. I mean, if you got their addresses, the date of birth, yes, you could put all that in here. But at the end of the day, for time efficiency and the most accuracy, if you can at least have names, phone numbers, and emails, you're still going to be able to match that person's account. Because ask yourself, when you probably don't even remember, hell, a lot of y'all don't even probably know your Facebook password, but when you originally made your Facebook account, that's tied to Instagram, by the way, you used an email or you used a phone number. And a lot of y'all probably have a 2-count authenticator thing where you have to, put your phone number in, it verifies it just in case you ever get locked out. So when I'm putting the phone numbers right here, it's matching the account. That's how the customer lists work. Think you could grab a neighborhood, you could grab an entire subdivision, and it's called skip tracing if you wanted to do it. You could skip trace, get people's names, emails, phone numbers, and you could actually upload a list, an audience, and you can start targeting ads to that subdivision. But what I'm showing you today is more of retargeting for branding, right? Being seen by people already in your KvCORE. Maybe some are buyers, maybe people are past clients. Maybe some are my sphere living in freaking Germany. If they're on Facebook and I got them in my KvCORE and I'm retargeting, they're still going to see me on another continent. It's pretty cool. At least I think it's pretty cool. All right. Remember, this was my KvCORE export. All I needed to bring over was names, emails, phone numbers, copied and pasted it. Everything's lined up. I can now file, download this as a CSV. Okay. Let's hop back into my ads account. Remember, I'm just in the create audience. I'm just creating an audience, and then I go to my custom, and here's customer list. Next. And we'll hit next again. Say no for values. Just say no. Just say no. All right. Upload file. I just downloaded that CSV file right here. And I would name this the way I do it. Think about it. If you want to retarget the people in your KvCORE and you want to do this all year long, $365 a year, making sure you're being seen by them on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, it's $1 a day. Don't you think, especially if you have lead flow and you're closing on clients, you're going to have more people in your KvCORE? I don't know, in 2 months, 3 months, maybe every month, you got 30, 40 more people in your KvCORE. So what I just showed you, you may have to come in here in another couple months and do this again, right? Export your KvCORE. You got more fresh people, bring them on in. So whenever I name this audience, I always go by the date. I'll call it my KvCORE CRM, but then I'm telling myself I did this on the 6th. That's always going to keep me notified if I'm just getting a little lazy. It's been 4 or 5 months and I haven't updated it. Might be time to do a fresh export so I can get the fresh people in KvCORE seeing me on Facebook and Instagram. Next. It's telling me that everything's lining up. I got the green light. I'm going to hit import and create. Now, I made 3 audiences in front of us, right? I made the website one, I made the Facebook one, and I just did my first customer list where I exported the people out of KvCORE. Now I want to set up a campaign similar to the one that we were looking at earlier. So let's go back to the ads manager. And we're going to hit create. I want this to be engagement. I'm not going to go too much into detail on these different campaigns. I'm just showing y'all how we run this and how we stay in front of people. Engagement, you're just trying to be seen. It's always just going to push your traffic the most. Okay, campaign name, we usually call it CRM and retargeting. I'll put test. Make sure if it's your first time ever, building a campaign, it's probably defaulting to this. So you need to make it a housing. The reason being is a lot of the ads that you're probably going to use are real estate related. All right. You got to be putting that there. The countries, I believe it defaults to United States. Yeah, it just defaults there. Okay. Scrolling down. That's all I'm doing on my first part. Yes, Martha, this is being recorded. We'll be putting the YouTube link and everything at the end. So you'll be able to see this. All right. My ad set. Remember, this is my 3 audiences. So before I name my ad set, let me scroll down, because I want to grab my audiences I made. Now, as we scroll, be super mindful of this. Facebook wants you to spend money. I feel like this is not fair, but they defaulted to $20 a day. If you're building a campaign for the first time, you should probably hit this one right here, because you can do a minimum of $1 for any single campaign or ad set that you're running in Facebook. That's what I always mean by these 3 audiences we made. I'm only going to be going $1 a day, 365 bucks a year. Scrolling down, I got to my audience part. Now, I'm not wanting to target the United States. You're not doing this. If you've done this before, you're probably thinking detailed targeting, your location. No, this is custom audiences. We want to retarget those people. So if I click right here, it's going to pull up all those custom audiences that we were in earlier. And look, here's one of them. So I'm going to click on the CRM, the KvCORE one from today. Okay. And now I can add another audience. So here's that test, right? There's my retargeting, my website. All right. So now I got my customer list. I got my website. And where's the Facebook post and ad? There it is. Retargeting, Facebook post and ad. Those are the 3 audiences. Again, I'm going to target for $1 a day with ads. We're going to get to the ads here in a second. Okay, let's scroll back up. And now I can name it. So, I'm doing my website. I'm doing my Facebook page. And then I'm doing my KvCORE. All right, next. Now we're at the ad level. So this is where we build the ad. Now, if you've done this before, I'm actually not building an ad. I'm going to be using existing posts. What if I was to tell y'all, again, like if you have Keeping Current Matters, maybe you do it yourself, maybe you got a VA. Carrie has a VA that posts all these for her. But if you're doing anything even similar, or you got a just sold, what if I was to tell you these posts, you can make any of these into an advertisement. You don't have to actually make an ad. If you already posted something, you just want it to be seen, maybe by those 3 audiences we just made, you can easily turn these into ads. So watch. Ad setup, you do not want to create an ad. When I click on this, it's going to give me an option to do the existing post. Now, when I select existing posts, this will pop up where I hit select posts. And in most recent order, look at the date created. In the most recent order, this is every single post on her business page. We just saw some of these, right? So this now pending one that was just posted today, let's just start with this. I want this to be my first ad. I'm going to hit continue. Okay. So let's hit expand. And look at this. I'm done. This thing's an ad. Everyone seeing the sponsored below it? This was a post at first. Yes, on the business page. She just did it. The VA just did it today, shared it. She's already getting some likes. But I just turned this into an ad. Just like that. Now, to keep everything organized, let me make sure I name it. I don't want to leave it as a default new engagement ad. I'm going to call this my now pending. And let's put the date. And publish. Now, I said this earlier. If you're going to run this and she got seen 3,000 times in just 14 days, you probably don't want just one post that's running or one ad that's running. People are going to get annoyed seeing you every month when it's just the same now pending, now pending. It's like, damn, like, are you ever going to close? No, I'm kidding. But you want to have more ads going. Now, I said you can use these posts on the page. Watch how easy this is now that you did all the hard work, which was creating this campaign. See this duplicate? It doesn't appear whenever I'm not touching it, but whenever I bring my mouse over, duplicate pops up. Get real familiar with that. I'm at the ad level, top right. I'm in the ad level of my campaign. And when I click on duplicate, I want my existing campaign, existing ad set, click duplicate at the bottom. Now look, I duplicated the ad. I don't want to run this because it's the same freaking ad. It's a duplicate. But what I want to do is change this. I'm just going to hit change post. Didn't I just tell you this is all the posts on the page in most recent order? Now, Friday facts, I don't know if I'm going to use that. I don't want to keep coming in here and updating. I'm trying to find stuff that I could run for 1 month, 3 months, 12 months. I mean, I don't want to keep updating it all the time. So when it's like whenever you get that retargeting campaign set up with the 3 audiences and make your first ad, like I said, maybe do a general billboard type ad from Canva, real estate goals, looking to buy or sell. So this was a post, right? This was the first one we turned into an ad. And it's beautiful that I could just hit that duplicate button. Duplicate, existing campaign, hit duplicate at the bottom. I'm not going to leave the ad name as that. All I'm going to do is change this ad into another one of my existing posts. When I scroll down, I can click on change post. And here's the most recent order. And maybe I want to do the real estate terminology for closing right here. Click on that. Scrolling back up, I want to make sure I change the name. So let's call this real estate term -closing. Again, it's going to be shown on Facebook and Instagram. And I could change my call to action. Note it says WhatsApp message. So if I hit change, I could have a call now. I could have a learn more. I could have send message. And just for right now, I'll just use maybe send message. So update post. Now look, that was a post on my Facebook, but now it's an ad being seen by those 3 audiences. When I hit publish, you're probably getting the general idea of how we did all of these. Each one of these, what I just showed you, we just kept hitting duplicate, duplicate, and each one of these are just existing posts that I can use for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, whatever months. Super powerful stuff.